Holiday shopping on a budget doesn't have to feel like settling. The best affordable phones deliver smooth screens, dependable cameras, and batteries that survive long travel days. And they do it with the kind of polish you'll actually notice during the busiest weeks of the year. On Top Tech Now, we've pulled together 5 budget-friendly phones, no rankings, each chosen because it nails the essentials and still adds at least one that didn't expect that at this price to flourish. Whether you're wrapping a gift for someone else or treating yourself before the new year, these are the daily drivers that make holiday life easier, reliable for family group chats, ready for nighttime snaps, and smooth under heavy multitasking. Let's start with a straightforward crowd pleaser, Samsung's Galaxy A05. It's the don't overthink it phone, built for people who want a big canvas and steady performance without fiddling. You're looking at a roomy 6.7-inch HD Plus display that makes message threads, maps, and recipe pages feel less cramped, exactly what you want when you're juggling airport directions, grocery lists, and plans that keep changing at the last minute. The 50-megapixel main camera, paired with a depth sensor, delivers crisp daytime shots and holds its own at night markets and tree lighting events. Up front, the 8-megapixel selfie camera handles holiday check-ins and group calls with steady detail, so everyone stays in frame and in focus. Inside, a MediaTek Helio G85 and 4 GB of RAM keep everyday tasks smooth. Jumping between music, messages, and maps won't make it wheeze. And with microSD expansion, the family archivist can stash seasons of photos and clips on device without constant cleanup. Where the A05 really feels holiday ready is battery life. A generous 5,000 mAh pack plus efficient components equals the kind of stamina that makes a difference when flights slide or a road trip stretches. You can film the entire gift opening chaos, bounce between 2 group chats, and still have enough left for a late-night movie on the couch. Add a grippy case, and it's a glove-friendly partner in cold weather. No ultra-slippery glass here. The point isn't flashy tricks, it's stress-free reliability. If your gift brief is big screen, big battery, and simple camera, the A05 is the kind of phone you hand over with confidence and never hear a complaint about. If you, or your lucky recipient, want a budget phone that simply feels faster from the first swipe, OnePlus Nord N30 5G brings a little swagger to the category. The headline is the 6.72-inch display with a 120Hz refresh rate. Even before you set it up, you notice how silky scrolling feels as you flick through photos and socials. It's a vibe shift you keep appreciating every day. Under the hood, the Snapdragon 695 5G with 8 GB of RAM keeps the multitasking lights bright, streaming music, navigating, jumping into messages, checking an email with the boarding pass. There's no hitching or stutter to yank you out of the moment. Storage clocks in at 128 GB, and most retail units add microSD support, which is perfect for trips when you want a season's worth of playlists and downloaded shows ready to go without relying on shaky airport Wi-Fi. Cameras on the N30 are headlined by a 108-megapixel main sensor, which sounds like a spec. But the results are what matter. Crisp daytime photos with confident detail and pleasing color, so you can crop in on the person who moved during the group shot and still get a keeper. Macro and depth helpers are there for creative close-ups. Tree ornaments, holiday cookies, and tabletop crafts look unexpectedly great. OnePlus's Oxygen OS stays lean and tidy, which really lets the hardware show off. Animations pop, app launches are instant, and you don't have to fight through layers of bloat to change a setting. Stereo speakers bring enough punch for background playlists while you wrap gifts, and the haptics have that "this feels premium" click when you type. The 5,000 mAh battery pairs beautifully with efficient silicon, and fast charging means a quick top-up before you head out can legitimately carry you through an evening of photos and navigation. If you're shopping for somebody who loves that new phone speed and you want it to last past New Year's brunch, the N30 is a blast to unbox and a pleasure to live with. For the person who refuses to babysit a charger during winter travel, Motorola Moto G5G is the battery-first option that still feels modern. Start with a 6.6-inch display that can ramp to 120 Hz for smooth scrolling. Notes, messages, and shopping lists glide under your thumb. The Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 and a tidy 4128 configuration handle the everyday grind without drama. And microSD expansion gives you easy breathing room for plane mode playlists and downloaded maps. The star, again, is the 5,000 mAh cell. But Motorola squeezes more out of it by keeping software light and clean. Standby drain is gentle, and screen on time stretches in a way that makes a difference when connections are delayed. The 50-megapixel main camera leans on pixel binning to keep noise in check and color honest. There's also a macro helper for close-ups of frosted cookies, handwritten recipes, and craft table details that tend to fill December camera rolls. What you notice after a week with the Moto is how many little quality-of-life tweaks are tuned for real life. The classic Motorola gestures, chop for flashlight, twist for camera, save seconds when your hands are full of wrapping paper or luggage. The textured finish stays grippy in cold hands and doesn't feel like an ice cube when you step outside. Dolby Atmos stereo speakers give holiday movies more presence on a bedside watch. And 5G is plenty quick for yanking down a couple of episodes before boarding. It's the device that politely stays out of the way. Durable, long-lasting, quietly capable, and surprisingly calm when the calendar is anything but. If you need a phone that matches your endurance from the first travel day to the last toast, this is the one you gift the marathoner in your circle. Before we move on, all the product links are in the description below. If this guide is helping you land on the right pick, or you just like clean, no-nonsense tech rundowns, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the rest of our holiday lists from Top Tech Now. All right, let's keep rolling. If you're after a budget phone that feels a little, how is this still budget? Redmi Note 14 Pro 5G from Xiaomi is the present that opens itself. Front and center is a 6.67-inch Crystal Res AMOLED that runs at 120 Hz and steps up to a crisp 1.5K 2712 by 1220 resolution. So text looks razor sharp and photos pop when you're flipping through the night shots by the tree. Peak brightness is generous for winter sun, and DCPW-MI comfort features mean late-night scrolling doesn't feel harsh. Around back, a 200-megapixel main camera headlines the system with fast focus and OIS. It's the kind of setup that locks onto faces quickly and keeps string lights from turning into mush. It's also surprisingly confident in dim rooms, which is where most holiday photos actually happen. Everyday comfort features read like a holiday-proof checklist: IP68 dust water resistance for slush and spills, and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front to shrug off the occasional fall onto the carpet during gift chaos. Under the hood, Xiaomi fits a large approximately 5,110 mAh battery with brisk charging, which means you can survive a crosstown gauntlet of visits and top up fast once you land. HyperOS, based on Android 14, has matured into a slick, responsive skin. Swipe speed is snappy, multitasking doesn't stutter, and there are thoughtful touches like smart gallery tools that make it easy to pluck the best frame from a burst when the dog finally looks at the camera. What stands out most is how complete it feels at this level. The extra resolution genuinely helps when you're reading long messages or browsing gift guides. The high refresh keeps the phone feeling lively in a way you don't want to give up. And the tough build is reassuring when you're pulling it in and out of pockets with gloves. If you're shopping for the family creator, the one who documents everything, this screen and camera combo is a bit of holiday magic at the budget line. For long-term peace of mind, Samsung Galaxy A16 5G leans into the stuff that still matters months after the wrapping paper's gone. Start with a big 6.7-inch canvas for maps and message threads. Fantastic when you're coordinating meetups across a crowded downtown or checking the train times on a chilly platform. The flexible triple camera stack handles daylight snapshots and cozy indoor scenes without fuss, and Samsung's processing keeps colors natural rather than cartoonish. Winter friendliness shows up in the hardware, an IP54 rating to shrug off slush and surprise flurries, and a design that doesn't panic at a few drips on the coat rack. Storage is expandable to hefty capacities via microSD, so the family archivist can keep entire seasons of photos on device. Daily feel is classic Samsung in the best ways. Polished One UI touches, reliable 5G for city hopping, and super fast charging. So a short plug-in between gatherings gets you through the night without babysitting a battery bar. But the real gift here is longevity. Samsung commits to 6 years of OS and security updates on the A16 5G, which is massive for a budget phone. Wrap it this December, and it'll still be current when you're putting up lights many holidays from now. That matters for the student who doesn't want to think about upgrades, the parent who just needs a dependable tool, and anyone who values a device that quietly gets better over time. It's the set-and-forget pick in the best possible way, steady, secure, and ready to make the next season simpler than the last. And that's a wrap on the list. You'll find all the product links in the description. If this helped you lock in a holiday gift, or one for yourself, hit that like and subscribe button for more smart picks from Top Tech Now. Happy holidays, and we'll see you in the next one.